Greetings from the set of Metro and More at Metropolitan Community College, serving more than 50,000 students with over 120 programs at our 8 locations in the daytime, evening, weekends, or online. Hi everybody, I'm your host Kent Pavelka. Welcome again to Metro and More of what you need to know about Metropolitan Community College, and it's a pleasure once again to welcome the Director of Financial Aid and Veteran Services at MCC, Wilma Jellum, as we chat about something important today. Everything we chat about is important, correct?
Absolutely.
We're talking about financial aid, an update about early FAFSA, F-A-F-S-A, and I know the students are aware of what that is. Maybe you can explain it.
Well, that's the free application for federal student aid. It's how students apply to see what they're eligible for from the government, and we also have some college scholarships programs that also we use FAFSA data to determine eligibility. So that it's really the key to money. That's what I tell them, the key to money or money options for them during that. And now we have early FAFSA, so you can start the process sooner so you can make an informed decision about when to start school, how much you need, etc. So it's very important.
What in general, I mean, for folks who aren't affiliated with the college and don't know, what's available through FAFSA?
Well, FAFSA, it's the key to the biggest federal program, which is the Pell Grant. And Pell Grant program, if a student is eligible for Pell Grant at Metro, if they are eligible for the maximum amount, that really can pay all of their costs, their tuition, their fees, their books and supplies, and they still would have money left over because we're so affordable. They would have money left over to go towards other living expenses, whether that's housing, rent, utilities, transportation, etc. So it's very important that they file. And then also, it also gives you access to federal loan programs. And the difference between a federal loan program and a private student loan program is there's a lot of guarantees that go with the federal loans. They there's a limit on the interest rates that are published every year. And also there are deferment options. Once a student leaves school and goes into repayment, they have a 6-month grace period. So they give you an opportunity to get out of school, start a job, start making money, then go into repayment. And there's a lot of great repayment options. They do income contingent. That's the number one, because it's linked to how much you make and how much you have available to make payments. So there's lots of options, and they're really good programs. And again, because Metro is affordable, even if someone only qualified for federal student loans, they could pay for their direct costs at Metro.
A Pell Grant does that.
Yeah, Pell Grant, and also the federal student loan. So if somebody didn't qualify for Pell and wanted to do a federal loan, they would have enough available to pay those same costs.
Does the Pell Grant money have to be repaid?
No,
okay.
Pell Grant is free. That's free money. That's the best kind.
Yeah.
And if people also, in addition to the FAFSA, we also have links on our website to our foundation.
Right.
And we have over 300 different scholarship programs. And we now take applications for those scholarship programs 4 times a year. So year-round, students who at any point in time when they want to start school at Metro, there's going to be an opportunity to also apply for those scholarships.
Yeah, and I think we're going to do a show in the not too distant future about the scholarships, the foundation scholarships. Okay, so who in general is eligible? Before we start talking about dates, which is really the key to this conversation, who is eligible?
Well, everyone is eligible
to apply.
Yeah, everyone's eligible to apply. That's why it's a free application. There's no cost to applying, and I mean it's only upside. It's everyone should apply. Even if you don't think you're going to qualify, it's kind of like you don't know if you don't apply. And I've had lots of people over the years that I've been doing this, which is a very long time, where they are surprised when they get the results back, because the FAFSA formula is, it's government, so it's very complicated. If you want the details, it's a 31-page document.
Really?
It'll walk you through the formula, but it's based on household size, income, sources of income. I mean, it's a lot of variables, so it's not just, oh, I make X amount of dollars and that means I won't qualify. a lot of people are very surprised. Plus, the product of your FAFSA is called an EFC, which is your expected family contribution. We use that number in a lot of our programs in terms of eligibility for other types of aid. So again, it's just important to apply. I tell everyone, at least your first year, apply. So you have a baseline, you kind of know what you might be eligible for, then you can make an informed decision if you are eligible for enough to continue applying, because all students have to apply every year. So once a year you have to apply. But
once you're granted money, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, even
if you're not?
Even if you're not, at any time, we have students who've never applied and then their life changes. And so now they need help. And so then they'll file a FAFSA to try to get some financial help. Maybe they were paying cash all along.
You can't do that?
You can pay cash all day.
No, I mean...
But you can file at any time.
Okay.
You can file a FAFSA. So when your life circumstances change, you can file a FAFSA then to see what you might be eligible for. And then the early FAFSA, what makes that nice is now students can apply in October of each year, and the October 1st opening of the FAFSA year is for courses that start the following fall. So right now at Metro, we're in the 16-17 year.
Correct.
Which is for up through summer of 17 is the 16-17. And then 17-18, that actually opened last October 1st. So a lot of students have been confused about which year do I apply for. So we encourage all of them to go to our website, go to where it says application, and we tell you based on when you're going to start school, which year you need to file first. But there's always going to be 2 years open now because of the early FAFSA. We'll always have 2 years open because it allows high school students who are going to be seniors this year will be able to start applying October 1, which is for next fall. So
Right.
it gives families information about their financials earlier, so they can have all the information they need to make a good decision about what fits financially as well as academically for them.
So here's the way I worded it after talking to you before we went on the air. We're in 16-17. If you've not applied for and received FAFSA funds for summer school, 16-17, you can still
Yes.
try and file now, right?
Yes, you can file now.
Summer 16-17, file now. School year 17-18, file now.
Right.
Correct?
Correct.
And then school year 18-19, file starting October 1st.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Perfect.
You got that? I hope so.
You get that, and that's what we're hoping they all get.
Yeah. Okay. Summer school 16-17, file now. 17-18 school year, file now. October 1st, 2017, file for the 18-19 year.
Perfect.
Right. And so I assume that there are a lot of people that haven't, and that may have some money out there.
Right. That's exactly the thing. Because this is the first year of early FAFSA, there's been a lot of confusion. And so we tell students, go to our website. We'll straighten it all out for you. You just need to read which term you're starting. We had a lot of students who started in our spring quarter, and they had filed their 17-18 instead of the 16-17. So we just sent out hundreds of notices to students to tell them you need to go file the other year. And so we're hoping that they respond to that, because even if you attended during the spring quarter and hadn't filed the right year, if you completed all of your classes, we can still pay you for that quarter.
Retroactively, yeah.
Yes, we
Good.
can pay you. So we're encouraging them, go out, get your FAFSA done so that we can get you the money you have coming, and then also to have you prepared for summer quarter. Because summer quarter right now, it starts today.
Yeah, here in June, yeah.
Yeah, summer quarter starts today, and also then if you get all your information in and have your financial aid package available, you can get your books charged to your account, so then you don't have to come up with money to pay for your books.
So theoretically, we may have some students out there who could get money for the spring quarter, the summer quarter, the 17-18 school year, and the 18-19 school year, but you need to file it now for everything except 18-19.
Exactly.
Or actually, 17-18 is October 1st.
No, that was last October 1st.
Last October, yeah, okay. We've got it. But we wanted to add the fact that you can apply and have it apply to the spring quarter, even though it's history.
Right.
Now, do you have to be a degree-seeking student, or what are the requirements for that?
The federal law says that you can receive federal financial aid for any federally approved program. So at Metro, all of our degrees are automatically approved because we're accredited, regionally accredited, and that's recognized by the federal government. But in addition to that, we have what's called pathway programs, which are our career certificates and certificates of achievement, which are lower level, but they're components of the bigger degree. So students can start out in a certificate program and then work their way up into completing a degree. But in the meantime, they have a certificate that they can use to market themselves and their skills and go get a job, so they can have a job in their field while they're finishing their degree. And some employers will actually even assist them with their schooling. There's a lot of different programs from different employers where they will provide what's called tuition assistance to their employees. So there's lots of opportunities there, but all they have to do is look on our website and it'll tell them all the programs, and we have hundreds of programs that are eligible for federal funding.
Yeah, so don't think that you have to be committed to a 2-year experience.
Right.
I mean, it could be a 1-year certificate, and it could be a certificate that takes much less than 1 year, correct?
Yeah, we have some programs you can complete in as little as 6 months. So again, we try to match the student up with their career objective. And the career objective is what job? What job is it out there that you're looking for? And then what is the training needed for that job? And that may well just be a 6-month or a 9-month or a 1-year certificate. And then you can always come back at any time and pursue your degree.
Go back and reiterate something you said about you have to do it every year. Once you apply initially, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no, every year.
New. You have to apply new every year.
Right.
I see.
So students' financial information is going to change
Gotcha.
year over year, and so they need to file a FAFSA
Gotcha.
once a year. So if they just look at our website, if they're going to be enrolled in that next period, they need to automatically go out and fill out the next year FAFSA.
Maybe we can bring up the website once again. What I was going to ask. Oh, what about the requirements in terms of satisfactory academic progress?
I'm glad you asked that. Basically, you have to be making satisfactory progress. The government will provide you money, but they have an expectation, and their expectation is that you pass your classes. The minimum passing is you have to have a 2.0 GPA, and you have to have earned 67% completed of all the credits you attempt. So, and we calculate that every quarter, and we tell students it's called what's their PACE, which is their completion rate, and then their GPA. Then there's a third component called max time frame. If a student is just at that minimum 67%, that just tells me they have to repeat a few classes, and that's built into the eligibility standards. So it's called the 150% rule, meaning that you can attempt up to 150% of the credits that are required for the certificate or the degree that you're after. So for example, if a degree is 96 credit hours, you get 1 1/2 times, so it'd be 144 credit hours that you could attempt to earn the 96 you need to graduate.
Gotcha.
And that also gives room for students who maybe have to take a developmental course in order to qualify to get into their required course. So all prerequisites are also covered by financial aid.
Early FAFSA. Let's reiterate the dates.
Okay?
Okay.
So for 16-17, you have to apply now. That'll get you up, whether you were enrolled in spring and summer, that'll get you funding through summer. Then 17-18, that opened last October 1.
So it's
you
now.
can do that now. So actually a student who's currently enrolled, who's going to be enrolled starting in the fall again, they need to do both the 16-17 and 17-18.
Yeah.
And then starting October 1 of this year, seniors in high school as well as current students that are going to continue on next fall of 18, will need to file their 18-19 FAFSA.
Okay. So after all that, if people have questions,
They can call our financial aid office. We have a central number that's answered by financial aid specialists, and that number is 531-622-2330.
Wilma, always great information. Thanks. Wilma Jellum, the Director of Financial Aid and Veterans Services here at MCC. Thank you for being with us again on Metro and More. Our goal is to better acquaint you with the mission, reach, and leadership of the college. I'm Kent Pavelka for Metropolitan Community College. If you have comments or questions about the program, please email us at metrovision@mccneb.edu. Thanks for watching.